there's another layer to what happens at Ngogo. Loads of other chimpanzee sites they have different things that they do. For instance, in Fongolia in Senegal, they use spears to hunt bush babies. There's in every different chimpanzee site, there's like an associated unique behavior or culture. Scientists wouldn't call it culture, but a simple way of looking at it, there's different sort of things that they do that are separate and different to other chimp groups.
So there's observed chimpanzees that use spears?
There are, yeah. I haven't observed any of them at all. It's not. I've never been there or filmed that, but yes, they use sticks.
But do they sharpen these sticks?
I don't know. And my partner Rosie actually made a film about those chimps. We're quite chimpy in our household, and she'll be able to answer that better. But I know that they use spears, and I think they make spears. So I don't know whether they sharpen them, but they certainly strip them down so that they are like a spear.
Wow!
And they jab in holes for bush babies.
What is a bush baby?
It's like a little nocturnal primate. They're
Wow.
they're very cute.
Oh boy!
I know.
How conflicted is that? Watch them tear the monkeys apart with their hands.
I know.
But having them use weapons and spear them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, chimpanzees, have used tools since Jane Goodall. I mean, they've used tools probably for thousands of years. We don't know, but Jane Goodall discovered that many years ago. So not just using tools, but making tools.
Wow.
It's quite cool, isn't it?
That is so cool.
Interestingly, the Ngogo chimps, they do occasionally use a tool for something or other, but they're not like in West Africa, in the Ivory Coast, the chimpanzees there use big rocks to crack nuts, and they use sticks to fish for ants. And same thing in Gombe and like say in Fongolia, they use spears for bush babies. So tool use is quite a big thing for chimps generally around Africa. But at Ngogo, they're not big tool users. And it's interesting. They maybe have just never, tools are a solution to a problem for the chimps. They identify that they need something and that tool will help get it. And it feels that in Ngogo that actually they've not really had that need. And
because of the fruit and because of the prevalence of monkeys.
Maybe. It's such a rich environment, loads of fruit. They've hammered the monkeys there. I remember, John Watani, one of the scientists saying, in Ngogo they don't use a lot of tools. They cooperate on really interesting levels. Like that's the thing that feels that is the identifying or the defining quality of the Ngogo group. It's their sheer the population size. They're just a massive group, and maybe as a function of that, there's levels of cooperative behaviour there that they achieve. Those getting the things that they want through cooperation.